Do you have a Santander car loan on your credit report or any other auto loan on your credit report? Let me show you what to do to knock the credit bureaus out, to remove that loan off your credit report so you can improve your credit score. So as you can see, right, we got results. We knocked the credit bureaus out. We got items removed. As you can see right here, 42-point increase, 4-point increase, a 7-point increase, right? But I'm gonna break down everything. But most importantly, we got 6 items removed this round, right? And then we only had 0 items removed last round. And that happens when it comes to fixing your credit. Like, you might not get results when you send off a letter, right? So I wanna help you increase your chances to get in more removals every single round, all right? And we still got 17 items to be removed off of this person's report. This is including personal information. This is including inquiries, and this is including they just have one account, right? Now, I helped this client previously help remove some things, but they came back and only had 1 item left on their credit report. So let me break it down to you even more. So as you can see, right, so we have the Santander account. It came off of Equifax, and we're still working to get it removed off Experian and TransUnion, right? And then we also remove some personal information items off of the report, right? You want to be all cleaned up, whether not only your accounts, right? You want to have your personal information aligned as well. And of course, you want to remove the hard inquiries off your report, right? If you can, right? So personal information, you just want to have 1 name, 1 address, 1 job history, and 1 phone number on your report, right? So when a lender or somebody looks at your credit report, they see that, hey, this person is technically stable. They need to get in contact you, and they see that, hey, you have a job, right? They see your job on your credit profile. So what I'm doing is cleaning up this person's credit profile, where we're removing the, as you can see right here, the personal information, the employers, and they just have 1 name where it's not incorrect or misspelled, because sometimes that also gets you denied as well if you have different variations of your name as well. So we're just disputing everything, getting this person all cleaned up, because their overall goal is to get business funding. They're trying to purchase a building and also some other things that they want as well. So they can get approved for business credit as well, because as you can see, their Equifax score is all cleaned up. So you can go to banks that only pull specifically from Equifax, right? There are banks that just pull from Equifax, and you can get business credit like Truist. There's Langley Federal Bank. There's Hancock Whitney Bank. There's BCU Credit Union. There are different banks out there that just strictly pull from Equifax, right? And you can leverage that to get funding depending on what your goals are, right? But remember, if you do get access to funding, if you trying to leverage business credit, make sure you have a plan already that you already established, that you're already using. So when you get access to this funding, you already have a plan for this money, and you know how this money is going to make you more money for your business, and then you're going to be able to pay back the money that you borrowed, versus borrowing money and you don't have a plan at all right? So that's what you want to do when it comes to funding, right? People made so many mistakes. I made mistakes when it came to business funding, trying to do certain things and not just sticking to one thing. I tried to do Airbnb. I tried to do Turo. I tried to do this. I tried to do so many different things. But all I need to do is just stick to what I do best, is teach people, help people fix their credit instead of doing all these different things. Now, when it comes to real estate, that's different, right? Because you can buy a house and then rent it out. But when it comes to Airbnb, now that is like, you need all hands on deck. Like, it's not passive, right? Yes, you can get a house, but there are certain things that come up with the Airbnb and things like that, and with Turo as well. So you do need to give it attention, all right? And trying to have too many different things, you don't give it the attention that it needs to actually grow. Get what I'm saying? So let's break down how we actually remove this account from this person's report, right? And I'm going to talk about it. So we use a little bit of Metro 2 with a little bit of the FCRA, right? And as you can see right here, we have Metro 2 breakdown, right, with the different Metro 2 codes. But most importantly, as you can see, the date open is incorrect, right? Last reporting is incorrect. Date last active, date of last payment is incorrect. And you can use that as your advantage. Now, yes, this person paid off their car loan, but as you can see right here, 7-year history, their 30-day, how many 30-day lates they have on their report is hurting your credit score, right? So payment history is 35% of your credit score, right? So since it's 35% of your credit score and you have multiple late, even though it happened, like a while ago, it's still affecting the overall credit score. As you can see, once we got this account removed off of this person's report, it gave it a 42-point increase because those late payments were basically 42 points of hurting this person's credit score. Now, they also have some utilization that they have to take care of as well. Well, some debt they have to take care of, which I believe that once they pay down their credit card and get it to 0% utilization, that they probably will be in the 800 credit score or a little bit higher than 800. So if they just pay down some of their debt, well, get it all the way down, right? So these are the things you want to be looking at. Let me go back to what I was talking about. So this is the reason why we remove this account, even though it's paid off, it's closed, it showed that, hey, this person, but this payment history is hurting their overall credit score. So they're not seeing maximum when it comes to their credit score. They're not seeing the best credit score possible because this payment history is affecting this account, right? And I'm going to show you how to write up the specific letter, but this account is not showing maximum possible. Actually, according to 15 USC 1681 EB, the open date last active was not accurate. Delete the account immediately for violation of 15 USC 1681 EB. So this is the overall picture, and I'm going to show you how to create a visual like this to help increase your chances of getting the account removed from your report, right? So let me show you how to actually create your letter that looks similar to this. Right now, you can't get the same letter that I created, but I'm going to show you how to format your letter that looks like this. Okay, and I'm going to break it down. So first thing what you want to do, of course, is go to this place right here. All right, let me show you. You want to go to Grok, right, and basically break it down. If you're new to the channel, this is what you're going to do. If you've been rocking with me, you've been learning different things, different ways to leverage AI to knock the credit bureaus out. I'll have this right up with this prompt for you below, right? So a screenshot of Santander, right? Whether it's open, closed. I'm going to attach a screenshot of this account, or you can just download it, right? Download the credit report. And then please generate 3 professional dispute letters addressed to a credit bureau, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian based on the consumer's credit report. This letter should include this, be dated with the current date, right? Include the current credit bureau's address at the top. Reference violations of these specific laws. List disputed items from the credit report organized by category, right? With details for each credit bureau, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. For each disputed item, include this right here, right? And then a statement below the table explaining why the item is inaccurate, right? And then break it down. A request to delete the item due to violation of this, right? Format the letter with clear tables for each category. Include comments and remarks in the letter with a closing statement, and then use the consumer's name and personal details. And then you're going to click on send, right? And then from there, what it's going to do is it's going to create a letter that looks similar to this, right? It's going to create a letter that looks similar to this that we just talked about, right? So as you can see right here, let me bring it up to you so you can see it's going to have, now you can fix this up, but current date, your name, address, right? You can fix it up, city, state, Equifax information, and then subject, dispute of inaccurate items on your credit report. Violations of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Dare Equifax. I'm writing to dispute inaccurate information on my report as permitted under the FCRA. Specifically, I'm citing violation of 15 USC 1681 EB S-2, 15 USC 1681 I-5. I request immediate deletion of the disputed items per violation 1681 I-5. Below, I have outlined the discrepancies in the reporting of my account with Santander Auto Loan listed across Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And as you can see, have the account name. Now, it will have the account number right here. It'll just have a breakdown of your report. And as you can see, the date open, date last active, date of last payment, all those things that are not accurate. The following discrepancies violate 15 USC 1681 EB. They do not reflect maximum possible accuracy. Date open, Equifax reports this, while TransUnion reports this. The correct date should be this. Last reported, date last reported, date last payment, all this, the correct date should be this. 7 years due to the violations, I request immediate deletion of Santander Auto Loan account from Equifax credit report, from Equifax credit report. And then each letter will have a delete from Experian, delete from TransUnion, right? Sincerely, your name, right? And then you want to send that letter certified, but make sure you add 3 forms of identification, right? You want to send it to Experian, you want to send it to Changing, you want to send it to Equifax. Wait 35 days, 30 days for them to complete the investigation, 5 days to mail it back. Now, it might happen prior to then. They might send it back. When you get the tracking, you'll see that, hey, this letter's going to arrive on this date. So they have 35 days from that time, 30 days to complete the investigation, and then 5 days to actually mail it back to you. So just give it time for them to mail the investigation back to you. Now, this is what's going to happen when you get your investigation back, right? You're going to probably get some of the accounts removed from your report, right? And what you want to do is compare reports from last month to this month and see if they updated, if they modified, if they fixed the account, right? Because what you pinpointed on that letter was discrepancies on that actual account. So what they're supposed to do, according to 15 U.S.C. 1681 I-5, is modify the account, the discrepancies, right? So you can leverage that to get the removal in your next round. Here's what you want to do next. You want to leverage this specific website right here. This isn't 100% guarantee when it comes to fixing your credit. This isn't 100% guarantee, but you want to leverage the CFPB to help you get the account removed from your report, all right?